Caruso runs a break. Caldwell Pope goes to the wing here. James! Oh!
Trying to play at the defensive end. Got blown by back.
Oh, yes!
Hook jam!
Harden, step back. Puts up the three. Got hit. Shot's good! And one!
This time here, set.
Oh, Russell Westbrook!
So, oh God, I don't know why this keep happening. I just recorded an episode of Tre Ball. As you see, I still got on the same stuff I just had on when I recorded the episode. I don't know, for some reason, my iPhone says that it didn't have enough storage, but I just upgraded my storage on this iPhone. Just upgraded, just for this purposes. So, the video again cut out on me about 11 minutes into the video, but the full podcast version will be available down below in the description if you guys just go check it out. Again, I apologize for this. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully this doesn't continue going forward, but yeah, just want to let you guys know. So enjoy this 11-minute video of the full show. Like I said, everything else, the other content will be available in the full podcast version if you go check it out down below on iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. So to the video. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Kendall K. Howell, and I'm back here with another episode of, I did not make that shot, Tre Ball. Yeah, that was my left hand. Do not judge me. I'm a right-handed shooter anyways. I know y'all can probably tell by the way I just flicked it and just threw it out over. Don't mind me. Anyways, that's not why we're here today. We're not here to talk about my skills. We're here to evaluate and talk about NBA players and what's going on in the NBA world. So, yeah, as I'm recording this on July 11th, Saturday night, the late night jams over here, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And it's very, very, I don't know. Let's get straight to it. So, the NBA players finally arrived in Orlando. Teams started pouring in earlier last week, and more teams. I think all teams are finally in the bubble inside of the. Well, I don't think all of them are. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, most if not all of them are inside the bubble in Orlando right now. One thing that's been trending is when Joel Embiid recently arrived as well, because he was one of the players who said, as many other players have said, that they don't trust some of the other players in the bubble and them following the guidelines when it comes to what is supposed to be done in the bubble. He arrived in a hazmat suit, a full-on white hazmat suit. Now, he wasn't fully zipped up. It would have been too hot for all of that. But he came in the full hazmat gear. Granted, he was taking pictures, so Joel Embiid just being the troll he is. And as not only him arriving to the bubble, other players, like I said, have arrived, and most of them, like DeAndre Ayton, Josh Hart, Rudy Gobert, and Jordan Clarkson, and also Gordon Hayward, brought their gaming monitors and consoles with them, preparing to play games and stream live on Twitch. I know Josh Hart is a big Fortnite guy on Twitch. Gordon Hayward, I know he plays a lot of Call of Duty and other stuff. I think he's even sponsored by them, if I'm not mistaken. So them guys, they are getting prepared to just be in the bubble and play games, because they just like any other people. They like to play games, especially when they're in that environment when they can't do nothing but enjoy themselves and play games. Which brings into another topic about these players arriving in the bubble, and it's just something that's been circling around the whole entire internet, is the food. I know that was like one big concern before going into the bubble, but now that the players are actually in the bubble and we're starting to see these pictures and people are posting videos of what it's like inside the bubble, the food has been one thing that a lot of these players have been finding issues with. One in particular, the first picture that actually circulated around the internet was Troy Daniels and his plate of food that it was trending. And it is, I'm looking at it right now, it's just like simple fruit in a cup, some spinach and kale mixed together, some chips in the bag, everything just cupped up, just like a little simple meal. I don't know what it is, because other players started posting their meals, like Joe Ingles started posting his meal. He had steak and shrimp. I think it was like steak in a cup, and it was already shredded a little bit. It didn't look too bad. John Morant even went on to say that he didn't come from a place where he was spoon-fed, so he has no problem with the meals. Who else? Somebody else posted some meals, and they just keep talking about how bad it is. Some players saying it's bad, some players saying it's good. Me looking at it, it don't look too bad. Like, granted, I am the type of guy who would like to eat anything. The only thing I would not eat is chitlins. That's probably the only thing I do not eat. Anything else, I'll eat. Quality of food, like I said, it doesn't look too bad, but I guess comparing my lifestyle of a college student to that of a millionaire, 20-something-year-old, probably some of them the same age as me, if not a little bit younger, comparing my lifestyle to a millionaire's lifestyle of eating, of course they're going to probably think what they're getting is mediocre or trash at best. But I look at it, it's like, it ain't that bad. I mean, I guess because you expect with them being NBA players and the accommodations of them being in ESPN, Disney World, and these nice hotels on this campus, they think they was getting exquisite 5-star meals. But I mean, they're getting decent meals. Joel Embiid himself even posted a picture saying that he's gonna lose 50 pounds eating the food there, and he had a lot of food there too. I think that man's 7'1", 260, 240, between that range. Yeah, like he eats a lot of food. So I mean. The tab that the NBA is going to have to run on this food service they have for these players is going to just be going up, because there's going to be a lot of demands that these players are going to request, especially when they get into full play mode. Because right now, of course, as they're starting to prep and get ready and starting to go through their practices, they'll require food. But when they start ramping up and trying to get into full gear of play, they're going to require more meals. But I guess as teams get eliminated, the tab won't be too much. It's just funny to see that. I know one player in particular who went on his Instagram Live to post his room service and everything that was going on with J.R. Smith, who recently signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. And he was talking about how he couldn't get a blanket, and he's just basically talking about how the room service there was trash. And he even said on his live that they texted him, I assume it's the NBA, telling him that he needs to get off his live stream, which he ended up doing. Because, to be honest, there's been a lot of bad publicity been gained from the NBA because of this, and because of players posting their environment, posting like what their room service is like, or the food inside the hotels. So I don't know. I guess it varies from different hotels, but I guess with J.R. Smith being on the Lakers, because they get like one of the best hotels, I think. Cause there was I saw like a picture on the internet that sorted out the different teams that were assigned different hotels based off their seating and I guess importance to the league. And you would think with him being on the Lakers that they would get the best, most exquisite type of hotel accommodations. But apparently not, because J.R. Smith couldn't get a blanket. Or maybe they just did it to J.R. Smith because it's J.R. Smith. I've heard LeBron James complain, because let him complain. All hell would be broken loose. But Dame Lillard, I think he posted a picture before he left, and he said he felt like he was going to the pen. And he also, there's a quote, he said that he's not trying to go there and waste a month and a half and go home. He's going there with the intention to extend his stay and not just be there till the middle of August, because they only got to play 8 games and then the playoffs start after that. So that'll be interesting to see. And I know Dame Lillard, he's one of those guys who's been driven. I think they can possibly slide into the 8th seed. I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Will they though? It's a possibility. I'm hoping that John Morant and the Grizzlies stay in and keep the 8th seed, just because I'm a big John Morant fan and they earned it throughout the season. And it'd be intriguing for the Grizzlies to get back in the playoff scene, especially with this young core, and see how that team goes moving forward in the years to come. But for the Blazers to sneak back in, I think before the season ended, I think they was an 11th seed. So seeing them, or a 10th seed, maybe I may be wrong, but they're somewhere in that middle to lower end of the bottom 4 outside the A, not bottom 4, but the 4 outside the A seed. To see them sneak back in, because they're getting a healthy Nurkic back. I think Ronnie Hood's still out with his injury, but they're getting Nurkic back. They still got Hassan Whiteside. I think Collins is coming back as well. To get those big back, which has been very integral part of their team, they can possibly sneak back in and make it to the 8th seed, and that'll be dangerous for the Lakers. Because last time we see these two teams played was the first game back after Kobe Bryant's death. That's what Dame went off for. What he had 60, he had 50, he had 63 or 50 something points, and he just destroyed the Lakers. We all thought LeBron James and them boys was going to come in and just wreck house in the name of Kobe Bryant. But Dame Lillard was the hero for Kobe that day because he put on a show. I remember watching that. So that'll be interesting going forward if that happens. But in lieu of all of this, with all of this going on, as I said, all these players talking about their environment and the food that's going on there, how long will these players last in the bubble in terms of like their sanity? I know I just seen an article posted about how the players now have access to Disney World, and Disney World Magic Kingdom is now open as well. So they can at least have some fun with that. I remember seeing the Mavericks posted some little DJ party they was doing. Luka Doncic's doing trick shots off the ceilings of the players. Seem like they're having fun for now, as it is only the first week. Going forward, who's to say what's going to happen? Because, granted, for me, for example, like when I was in an environment, like when I was in my AIT training, that's like just a bubble type of environment. You're only limited to a certain amount of spaces, can't go nowhere. It's all fine, and then you get some freedom here and there, but it plays a little part in your psyche. So especially with these players, their family's not going to be allowed to be there for the first couple of months. And as a point, like Stephen A. Smith pointed out, a lot of these men may be single, so you know what I'm saying? My fellas, I know what y'all know. You know what's going on. You got to think these men, some of them in their 20s, they young. You got men my age, if they by themselves, what they gonna do? Now, I did see something that Pornhub will offer free campsites for the players that's in the bubble. So I guess that's one way to get rid of some problems if they feeling, if they feel like they need to get something out or whatnot. But hey,